What's going on, everybody? The first day of Eagles training camp is already in the books, and Carson Wentz is giving fans 3 reasons to be extremely optimistic about how he's going to recover from this torn ACL. Now, the first one is an obvious one, and that's he did 11-on-11 drills Thursday, which we weren't expecting. I mean, he was cleared for 11-on-11 the day before. Back in OTAs, he was talking about doing full team drills. He said, he never confirmed he would do it at the start of training camp. So the fact that on Thursday he went out there, he was with the second team, but that doesn't matter. He still had 10, offensive linemen, defensive linemen in front of him. The Eagles were willing to put that risk, and he was cleared for it. So obviously his ACL recovery is going pretty well if he's already doing 11-on-11 about 7.5, 8 months after tearing that ACL in December. So he's medically being cleared. This isn't the Eagles risking him. This isn't the Eagles, rushing him along before he's ready. These are medical doctors saying, yes, you are ready for the step of your rehab. So that was extremely encouraging if you're an Eagles fan to see the fact that, it's not even August yet, and he's already basically able to be out there with his teammates, putting himself at risk where, an offensive lineman could bump into him. And that is a realistic risk when you do 11-on-11s. And the doctors felt he was ready to go out there. Now, he's not cleared for contact yet. That's the next step, but the 11-on-11 is extremely encouraging. Now, the other reason fans should be optimistic is the way he moves. Now, he's not getting hit, but, there is a pass rush, or he does have to, go to the left sometimes, move to the right, step up in the pocket, roll out, and he looks flawless doing that. I mean, one of the things that made Carson Wentz special last year wasn't his runs, it was his ability to maneuver the pocket. And Carson Wentz is showing already that he's not like putting his eyes down, worried about his knee. He's doing a great job in terms of moving around, navigating, and rolling out when he has to, extending the play with his legs, not running it, but extending the play with his legs to give his receivers more time to get open. The ACL doesn't seem to have slowed that down. And the third one, and perhaps the most important, is his mechanics are still extremely on point. I mean, he worked on his mechanics a ton before his freshman, this is like college, from his rookie year into his second year. He worked on his mechanics a ton, and they were extremely improved, and that's why he was an MVP candidate. But the thing about tearing an ACL is sometimes it causes quarterbacks to favor one leg over the other, and then that can mess your mechanics up. You're not planning as much on your foot as you should. You're leaning back when you throw. He's not doing any of that. You can see that, when he really wants to step into a throw, he's still planting in that leg. He's using it to power the throw, to get more zip behind it. And that's what makes Wentz special. Yes, he can throw the ball 60 yards, and that is a sign of a big arm. But what really makes his arm special is he can squeeze it into tight windows really quickly. His release time's quickened up. And the ACL doesn't have made any impact on that. So 3 reasons. 1, he's already doing it on 11-11. 2, he's moving great. And 3, he's not has his mechanics messed up at all. So it's just the first day of training camp. You're probably not going to see Wentz in any preseason games. But just like it was in OTAs and minicamps, all signs continue to point to Wentz playing in Week 1 against the Atlanta Falcons.